The purpose of this video is to help you understand the instructions in your Circle Properties assignment for Task 1. Answers will not be provided. So listed under the setup, you've already loaded Geogebra. Now we're going to hide the algebra window. And over here you'll see the algebra window, and we're just going to click the little X. That's going to give us a little bit more space on our screen. The other thing we're going to do is turn off the grid. We don't need this axis here, so all you have to do to turn that off is click the little axis button located right here. Excellent. Now we've got a blank slate to work with. Let's go ahead and get started. So for task number 1, step number 1 says to use the second option in the circle drop-down menu to create a circle. So we're going to the circle menu here. Click on it, and if you click in the middle, nothing's going to happen. We actually want to click on that little arrow, and it just turned red, pointing downwards, and that will bring a drop-down menu. We want the second option with the circle with center and radius. So click on that. Crosshairs for our mouse show up, so you can put that mouse anywhere you want, probably in the center of your screen, and just click. It asks you what you want your radius to be, and the instructions tell you to put it at radius 5. The next step, step number 2, says from the first line menu, so out of the options at the top, we want to go to the first line one, because there's 2 line ones here. We'll take the first one, and we want to select the second option again, which is segment between 2 points. So click on that down arrow and find the second option, segment between 2 points, and click. Now we want to click on the center of the circle and then somewhere on the circumference. And you'll notice it automatically labels it A and B. Then it tells you to repeat step 2 to make the drawing listed in your handout. So we still have this option selected, so we can click on point A again and click up here for point C. We can come to point C and click on it, and then click anywhere on the opposite end of the circle. And then I can click on B and go to D. You always have to click a starting point and an ending point. Now you'll notice in the diagram that this angle, this point here, is listed as A, and this one is listed as B, but in my diagram it's A and D. If that bothers you, it's really easy to change it. You click on the white arrow at the top left hand corner in the icons. I'm just going to move that A over a little bit just so I can see it. I'm going to move that D over a little bit just so I can see it. I can click on the D. Well, here's the problem. Right now we have this one as B, and we don't want it trying to override that. So we'll just go ahead and change this. All I did was double click on the B, go to Object Properties, and then right here where it says Name, we'll go ahead and change it to something we're not using right now. So let's say point E. You don't have to press Enter. You don't have to click OK. You just click the red X. Come to D, Object Properties, and you can now change that to B. Now if you wanted to, you could change this back to D, but really the naming of the letters of the points is completely insignificant. It doesn't matter as long as you apply whatever letter you have on your screen to what is in the handout. Alright, so step number 4 indicates that we're going to measure the angles, angle A and angle B. So we're going to go to the angle icon at the top, which is this one right here, and just click in the middle of that one. Now there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can click on point C, point A, and then point E. That's one way you can do it. Now you'll notice there's a problem. The angle is on the outside. It's the reflex angle instead of being the inside angle. So if that happens, just undo. So I just hit Control Z, but you can also hit Edit, Undo. So let's try that again. The other way that you can do this is to click on the line here and then on this line. Notice that we did this side first and then this side, and again we got the reflex angle. So the other option, in order to force it to go the other way, is to go from the right to the left. So you can either click point E, point A, or point C, and you'll get the right angle, or you can click line segment AE and then line segment AC. So if you end up getting the wrong angle, if you get the reflex angle, just click in the exact opposite order. So now the other one that we want to get is angle D. So let's click on point C, point D, point E, and we can see already we've got the wrong angle. So we'll just edit undo that, and we'll go point E, point D, and point C. And there's the inside angle. And you'll notice those two measurements are listed. Step 6 says move any of your points around. What do you notice about angles A and angle B? Now if you attempt to move your points before you've switched this back to your white arrow, it won't work and you'll get frustrated. So make sure before you try to move anything, you move it back to the white arrow. Just click and hold on one of the points, click and hold on a different point, click and hold on the third point. Play around with it and you'll be able to answer the questions in the gray boxes. I hope that this explanation helped and that you will be able to figure out the patterns.